excited to hear what he has to say. So just let me know whenever you're ready to go to the next slide, and I'll be your wingman over here.
It follows the bullet point, so we should be
Okay.
good. So I wanted to start out by telling you my mission statement. My mission is to inspire and equip all people, be a shining light to the world, and share my story with others. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a senior here at WCHS. I'm 17 years old. I'm a Christ follower, and my family owns a trucking company. And I was the winner of the 2015 Yes I Can Award for the state of Indiana. And then something really cool that's happening in 2017 that I'm going to talk about a little bit today is that I am a 2017 Riley champion. So I want to, okay, yep, so, I'm sorry, I'm not very good at.
I was so involved in what you were saying, I wasn't keeping up.
It's okay. So now I'm going to share my favorite Bible verse, which is Philippians 4:13. It says, "For I can do all things through him who gives me strength." And this verse is important to me because when I face obstacles in my life, or when the world tells me I can't do something, I know that I can because of his power within me. So, you're probably wondering, well, what is Mason's disability? So my disability is called spastic cerebral palsy, which basically just means that my muscles are really tight and my legs don't work like yours do, and it's caused by a lack of oxygen to the brain. But I want to tell you today, I'm just like everyone else, and I don't let my disability define who I am. So, these are my new best friends. These are the other 2017 Riley Hospital for Children champions. And they are just so amazing. This photo was taken at the Colts game, and then so on the next slide there's a picture of me with T.Y. Hilton and Chuck Pagano, because I was right on the field and it was really cool. And so I kind of already said this, but I also want people to know that I get the question a lot, what advice do I have for someone when meeting someone with a disability or passing them as they roll by? And I want you to know we're normal. I like to say we're not aliens, we come in peace. And we all have challenges, but everyone's challenges are different. So I just want to show people that if I can do it, they can do it. So now I'm going to talk about physical therapy. So in physical therapy, we focus on my upper body strength, and I use equipment like my stander, and I use the tricep pull down, and I'm actually in weight training this year. So yesterday I lifted 120 pounds using the straight bar on the tricep pull down 20 times. Woo. And then I also enjoy swimming. And then in physical therapy, it focuses on your gross motor skills. And in weight training this year, I also use the row machine. And yesterday, I did 3,013 meters in 20 minutes. Nice. And one thing that I love about Riley is that they've given me a passion for physical fitness, because when I used to go there a couple years ago, I would gain 15 pounds a year, and so they really had to instill in me that I needed to move. And I've actually lost 15 pounds, which is a real accomplishment because I don't move very much. So, on the slide before that, there was a picture of me and my stander. And I love my stander so much because it gives me a different perspective on life instead of just sitting in my wheelchair all the time, because sometimes sitting in a wheelchair can get boring. And what the purpose of the stander is it helps build bone density and it stretches my legs. So I have also had occupational therapy. And so in occupational therapy, it focuses on your fine motor skills. Like in occupational therapy, they taught me how to eat. And I worked with buttons and zippers. So the funny story that I always like to tell, no matter what my audience is, I always like to say that they taught me how to eat in 4th grade because I didn't think it was funny to eat mashed potatoes with my hands anymore. So now I'm going to talk about things that I like to do. I enjoy swimming because when I swim, I can actually move all my limbs and walk in the water. And movement on land is difficult, but when I'm in the water, it gives me that feeling of being free, and I can walk around and roll around and just swim my little heart out like a fish. So I enjoy drinking coffee. I've been drinking coffee since I was 6. I used to have tea parties with it at my grandma's. I like to say that Starbucks is my best friend. So I also enjoy riding my hand cycle, and that's a picture of me on my hand cycle, and that photo is courtesy of Galley Photography in Fort Wayne. And so on my hand cycle, when I first started riding it, it was really hard because I had not yet built up very much upper body strength, but now my record is 8.26 miles on the Nickel Plate Trail. And so I want to tell you that riding my hand cycle was something for me that was difficult at first, but now it's easy. And so, well, not easy, but it's easier than it was. And so I want to tell you that no matter what skill you're trying to learn, you can do it. So now I'm going to talk about water skiing. And so I water ski with an organization called Camp WAC out of Lafayette. And I'm going to talk about a few things that I like to do, but this is just one of those things that I love. And so when I water ski, I have 2 jet skis on both sides that follow me, and then and then I have a rope, and then they pull you around. It's similar to tubing, and then you have the outriggers on the side so that you don't flip over. And I have enough upper body strength now where I can actually hold onto the rope, and I actually held onto the rope, and they had to come rescue me because I accidentally let go. But that was really cool because it's just one of the things that you wouldn't expect a person with my challenges to be able to do. But yeah, it's just amazing. So I also enjoy snow skiing, and I haven't been snow skiing recently, but I just love it because it's similar to water skiing, but it's on the snow. And so at Challenge Mountain, you got pulled up by a snowmobile, and then you have an instructor that skis behind you. And at first he's right behind you, but once you get better, he lets you have more control, and you shift your body weight like this to turn the skis. And so another organization that I'm a part of is called My Team Triumph. And I have done many events with this organization, and I've done them with Barb Martz and a lot of other people. And so I've done triathlons and 5Ks and 10Ks. And I love doing all of these things because I love the concept of teamwork. A team working together to achieve a goal. And it takes a team to get you to cross the finish line. And so yeah. So these are all these things are things that I just love to do, and you wouldn't expect me to be able to do them, but I'm so thankful for organizations like this because they help me be able to feel quote unquote normal, but I'm pretty cool, I guess. So now I'm going to talk about things that I've had to overcome. So throughout my life, I have had to overcome many things because sometimes even simple things can be a challenge. One of my biggest challenges in life was when my dad had testicular cancer. And during this time, I was lost. I was in chains of darkness, and I needed someone with a greater power than I to rescue me. And I like to think of it as being lost in the storm. But I finally found myself at the CIY Move Conference in 2015. CIY stands for Christ in Youth, and they host summer camps all across America, and they have really given me the ability to overcome the greatest obstacles in my life. And I went back to the Move Conference this year, and I have a new boldness in my faith and a new part of me that I didn't have before. And so this wasn't in my notes, and I'm not supposed to say it in a public school, but when you surrender to the plan that God has for you, He will do amazing things. And I'm starting to see that in my life right now. And it's just amazing because I have been given so many opportunities, and it's because of His power within me and the light that I have that shines. And I just want to tell you to be bold. Don't let anyone hold you back. I totally went off on a tangent. Okay, so I put a picture of a mountain on here because I like to think of your journey as a mountain. It takes a team to get you to the top of that mountain, and when you reach the peak, you feel so accomplished. And I'm at the peak part of my journey right now, but I want to tell you, like I said in my quote last week during my motivational minute, whether you're in a valley or on a peak, always remember your purpose and let your light shine. So I want to tell you that no matter what you're facing, you can overcome it. All you have to do is have the faith to overcome your obstacles. And if it wasn't for the people on my team and Riley Hospital for Children, I wouldn't be where I am today. So for that, I am truly grateful. And so now I want to talk about leadership and the power of unity. And today I want to ask you, how can you use your gifts that you have been given to lead others? So the qualities of a good leader, I define them as someone who can use what they've been through or their gifts, talents, and skills to lead others. And each one of you in this room has gifts. And I want to tell you that we are all leaders. Each one of us can lead in different ways. And so now I'm going to touch on the power of unity, which is something that we talked about at the CIY Move conference this year. I want to tell you that we are all equal. As a leader, I have found that it's not about how awesome I am, but how I can use the gift of speaking that I have been given and this platform that I have been given to lead others. Because it's not about my visibility, but what it is about is what's in my heart. So now I want to talk about having a mission statement. And why is having a mission statement important? So in 4th grade is when I realized that I would be good at speaking in front of people, because 3rd grade was a hard year for me. I was actually taken out of the normal classroom and placed into special needs full time. So in 4th grade, they taught me how to use speech recognition software, in which I created Jeopardy games, just like the TV show, for my classmates to review. And so I was able to take the technology that I was learning to use to the school board. And then I didn't realize that I had the calling to be a motivational speaker until I listened to a presentation by our current superintendent, Dr. Hoffer, and my speech mentor, Lorinda Klein. They inspired me to create a mission statement, and my mission is to inspire and equip all people, be a shining light to the world, and share my story with others. And my mission statement gives me direction. And when you're on your mission, you have a vision. And as you grow, so does your mission statement. And so my mission has expanded into helping others through their struggles. So now I want to challenge you to create your very own mission statement, because I want you to experience the joy and the direction that having a mission statement can give you. And I want to ask you, what are you passionate about? It doesn't have to be complex. It can be a simple 15 to 30 words. It has to be unique and personal, and something that you want to do, something that you can live out on a daily basis. And some examples that I came up with were I told you my mission statement, so I'm just gonna read the corporations. So WCS mission is to inspire and equip all students to continuously acquire and apply knowledge and skills while pursuing their dreams and enriching the lives of others. And I did this exercise with a freshman, and I got some amazing responses. Like, it's just awesome, and I just want you guys to know the same thing. So now I'm gonna conclude my speech. So I want to tell you to leave a legacy, which is something that I thought about last night. What kind of impact do you want to leave on the students and staff here at WCHS? Because I know that I have left a legacy, and I want you to figure out what kind of impact that you want to make, and maybe you already know that. I want to tell you to lean into your challenges and work together to overcome your obstacles. and you all have influence. Use your different platforms and your social groups to just be the light, be the light to the world, and show others love and compassion. And I want to tell you to be bold and try to have a positive attitude. I mean, I have days and I have nights where I've poured out so much, and I have to go home and fill myself up. And sometimes it can be hard because I get overwhelmed by the things on my to-do list, like my motivational minute said. But just remember your purpose and never forget the mission. Always remember that there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Be a difference maker. You all have the power to make a difference. And as I said before, as you grow, so will your mission. I want to thank you for listening to me today, and I think that we'll have time for some questions. Yeah, we have a lot of time, so just fire them at me. I'm an open book.